It's the AFC West on Sunday Night Primetime, where Patrick Mahomes has 17 touchdowns in his 6 starts against Las Vegas. Can the Raiders slow down the Chiefs superstar? Find out next on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about 2 units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goal. You better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 19-yard line. 56, the mark, boys, 56.
Now Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number one guy.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2.
At the 16-yard line.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run past it.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Casey Hayward running down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 13-yard line. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
8 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game, came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this was a nice example. An offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Short gain down to about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's Jacobs. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Carr, throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
A 35-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfrow. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Carr going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Carlson is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Forced out to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not much running room. Down at the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr caught right side at Snead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Harrison Butker, kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 31, Carr looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
Let's go! When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Raiders on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second down, Jacobs once more. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 48-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 144 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Carr now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
54, right there, 54.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He uncorks it for Snead. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached half. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Chiefs. To take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And fights through one man. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now hang on. Fitzgerald shaken up apparently. Remaining down on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The 16-yard line.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
The 13-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense. Getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hey, check one. Watch it, Hey, here I come.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Nick Bolton brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And the numbers for the last drive. And he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Illegal 4th down.
so they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, Peterson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards on the play. First down, Kansas City.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Check. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. As he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Corey Middleton on the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Push him back. Push him back.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Edwards-Helaire is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead.
Raiders 9. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out come the Raiders. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bolton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. KC's offense ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Looking deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes flushed out right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively at 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown. As a result.
63, Raiders 9. Harrison Butker at a kickoff 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr quickly a slant to Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Ah, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the depth under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bolton in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Chiefs offense set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
Handoff comes to Peterson. AP still got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 117 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First down, Chiefs.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
29-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Yeah, baby.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He can't get him down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. 44.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. The 10-yard line.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. First and goal, Kansas City.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike.
Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Melvin Ingram, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something.
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Byron Pringle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raiders heading out to take over. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep every...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Kaepernick going to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Kaepernick now to throw. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head and not be able to believe it.
6 point. Go by the wayside on that one.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 6-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
You're trash, you're trash. 34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it.
check.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Dancing to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.